I don't think you can catch it on delay, man. Think
I
you can
can
catch it
do
on
it, bro.
delay?
All right, we're
Huh?
gonna see. Let's go.
Baseline.
Hey. Yeah.
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 Yeah. What?
Float.
Huh? It is the Porch Podcast. Come on. It is the Porch Podcast. What? It is the Porch Podcast. Come on. It's the Porch Podcast. Porch Podcast. Influential. I'm home. Porch Podcast. Influential in the zone. Porch Podcast. Influential. Get the cone for what? I keep the brush with the low haircut. Influential. Back. Spitting on the rap. Second show on the year. I left the rhyme, but I brung it right here. Watch me come back and make it real clear. The 2020 vision, whether future or hindsight. Got me a nice Klondike. I mean a nice size pint. And I gotta do mines right. Nah, I ain't gonna quit yet. I'm gonna sit here and I do it to death. I'm looking at P and he looking at Simple. Rock with your boy on the freaking instrumental. You know why? Why? Cause it's the Porch Podcast. Come on, huh? And it's the Porch Podcast. Huh? And it's the Porch Podcast. Come on, huh? And it's the Porch Podcast. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, 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 let's go. You ain't do it though, bro. Huh?
I ain't really tried. I really was like, I was listening to you after a while. I still really tried. I stopped and just started listening to your freestyle.
Yeah, welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother.
Be original, baby.
Yeah, I see you got the swing, Pete. Listen, man, episode 55. 55. 55.
Oh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, P,
Yes, sir.
how was your day so far, man?
I mean, my day was good, bruh. My day was good. I don't need to complain. You know, actually, it's funny that we talking about it because it's been pretty productive. And I can't wait to get into tonight's conversation about emojis, man.
Emoji. That's right, everybody. Emoji. And this episode is episode 55 called Emoji.
That's it. That's it. Hey, bear with us, y'all. We're still trying to work out some of these kinks, you know, but just like everything else that's in the world changing right now, it's going to take time, but we're going to perfect it, and it's going to get fine like wine.
Yeah, I got my swig, though.
Absolutely.
I got to get my coaster.
Yeah, grab that. So while you grabbing that too, right? Like I said, today's episode number 55, man. Emoji, man. Not only do I want to talk to you about emojis, man. I want to talk to you about memes. I want to talk to you about these little acronyms, man. You know, some of this stuff, man. We might have got a little bit comfortable with certain little things, your little
Right.
LOLs and
Right.
all of that kind of stuff. But let me ask you something. What's your thoughts on texting versus talking on the phone?
My thoughts on texting versus talking. Why on the phone?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to, figure out how I feel about that. I'm a talker. Okay. I ain't got to think much. I'm a talker. I like to talk on the phone. You know what I mean? I'm old and I like to talk. That's what some people. That's what me and D said. Like he said on life, because I'm old and I like to talk. That's what it's about.
Right.
All right. I feel like you can get so much done quicker by talking. A half-hour text conversation is a 3-minute phone conversation, if I'm not mistaken. That was a study that was done by the great Mr. Influential that he made up on his own. So I feel like I can get more done if I'm talking instead of texting. That's my feeling about it. What about you?
I'm definitely more of a talker. I think that because we got introduced to cell phones like a little bit later. You know, obviously we was in our teens later though. Um, we came from the talking era.
Right.
You know what I mean? So a lot of those things like texting and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, unless it's just absolutely necessary. If you can't talk right then, I probably rather just wait till you can, like hit me back, bro, when you can talk.
Right. Right.
Because the text message situation is going to drag it out. It's actually not a long conversation, so I just would prefer to actually, if I can't talk to you right then and there, you know what I mean, just hit me back when you can rap.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. Camera's on you. Talk to him for a split second. Don't text him. Talk to him.
Nah, definitely not. So one of the things about that though, because I do understand that things is different. Like, you know, there are different circumstances where you got to text versus talking, and even in those moments, I would still prefer to be like, yo, I'm in a meeting, or what I mean, yo, I can't get away, yo, I can't even actually get a conversation the attention that it need, bruh. Let me hit you back. Like, honestly speaking, I think it really just comes down to the individual. Like, I know people like that don't even really text, bro. They use different forms of it. They may go through, whatever channels. I'm horrible at emails. I tell people all the time, if you want to send me something, the worst way you can send it to me is through an email.
I agree. I'm the same way.
I need something that's a little bit more instantaneous. I need to know that, when you say what you say to me and I say what I say back, it's different. Now, I am going to say this, though. Group texts, that could be that could really take me next level.
Take you next level.
I mean, honestly speaking, sometimes, man, the group text thing is, it's a lot, man. I know I don't like. Sometimes you might have a person that send out a mass text with 50 people in it, and once you send your response, you really want to be kind of done with the conversation.
Right.
But you waiting on 49 other people, and they hitting that same joint. You just like, oh man, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I don't do that like that. Even this week I had sent a message to you. I asked you a question about was you available Saturday. I literally sent that text one by one. I knew everybody I had to send it to. I copied it and pasted to each person.
Word.
Instead of me having y'all all come back in the group text and, man, who number is this? Who is this, man? Like, who? Nah, you text me, man. Like, nah, Because I had a dude one time
There we go.
hit me like, yo, man, who this, yo? Who this? Who is this,
Right.
right? You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, this
Well,
Johnny
technically-
Rocket. Nigga, this Johnny Rocket right here. Like, yeah, like
Damn.
you text my phone yesterday. Hey, bruh, I don't know no Johnny Rockets. I don't even know your phone number. And then I said, he said, nah, man, you was you. Then I seen, so I said, bruh, you in a group text. You know what his response was, P?
What?
Oh, group text? So what you saying? Like, you could send it? He said, man, forgive me, man. I was down for like 10 years. I just got out, and I'm new to all this texty shit, man. My bad, man. I ain't mean to come at you like that, man. I ain't,
you know what,
You
though?
know what I mean? I said, yeah, that's cool, bro. I understand. Like, I say, we both bust out laughing, but I said, everybody think that's the coolest way to talk, but it's really not talk. Like, we was arguing for a good 47 seconds, and then we realized, like, he was like, let me, like, nobody was chumped off. It was just more so
Right.
like, well, let's calm down and really see how my number get on your phone, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Because I am curious.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then
what I mean? I know
when he
it
was
didn't come from
saying,
me.
I was like, bro, what you talking? And then he started explaining. I said, oh, nah, man, that sound like a group text. I was in one, because this is what happened. He called me like 14 hours later. It was a whole nother day. The group text came out in the evening. He calls me the next morning, like, yo, who this? I'm like, who this? You know what I mean? So it was, but text messaging, everybody likes to tend to think it's the great way to talk. Some people love it, Some people love it because they feel like they could talk to everybody at one time. And some people are just not good at, like holding conversations with words. It's not shocking that me and you like to talk on the phone and we're podcasters. Like that's just what we do.
Right.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right. Leads me to my, my other concept of dealing with that, man, is, you know, like how do you determine? Like how do you really determine who gets a phone call, who actually gets a text? Like,
Um,
that's not the easy thing, but how do you usually determine something like that,
I,
bro?
I truly, um, I have core people that I speak to, and I
Right.
realize the core people that I speak to, I know that some I can send a quick text to, some I'm gonna talk to.
Right.
They know I prefer to call or talk.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you gonna talk. Our
No
text
doubt.
messages is real quick. I'm at the
Yeah.
crib, bro. I
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
you. I hit you when I'm ready.
Ain't but one period in what we got to say.
That's
Ain't no
it.
paragraphs, and it's just
All
box.
right, I hit you when I'm ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it is. Then you got DK. He gonna send you a riddle.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Chris might ask you a quick question. When Chris is texting you, he don't feel like talking.
Right.
Like then like I could tell you like this. Chris could text you. You turn around and call him. He gonna ignore you. Like nigga, I text you because I ain't feel like talking right now. He ain't gonna say it, but I know my
Right.
boy energy. My
And
brother-in-law.
that's what we talking about. Yeah.
Brother-in-law, we talk both ways. You know what I mean? But we really need to talk. We calling.
Yeah.
Just like yours with your brother-in-law. It's the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
think that is better most of the time, man. I mean, how I actually determine who actually getting a phone call, who getting a text, though, honestly speaking,
I just know them,
is
that's all.
I just kind of cater. I ain't even gonna front. I kind of cater to what's comfortable for them. Because
Right.
I'm never uncomfortable either way.
Right,
So
me
I kind of
neither.
just cater to whatever it is. Like if I know that they're more of a texter than a talker, I go
Right.
that way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I try to say what I have to say on it, and I'll be like, if I really need to talk to them, I'll be like, yo, you know what I mean? Whenever you get a free second, yo, do me a favor, hit me up.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But I say whatever I gotta say in the text message, and then at that point, if it come out, whatever. So I just determine that situation basically, honestly, by whatever's going to be comfortable for the person for us to have that conversation.
Absolutely.
You
I know
know,
what you mean. I know what you mean.
you know. So now the funny thing about it is I do think that as the text situation has evolved. Obviously, bro, we started texting on cell phones. Actually, before that, even like two-way pagers and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, the two
You
ways.
were doing
Yeah.
like you would have to call an operator, and then the operator would, tell them what's going on or what message
Yeah.
you wanted to leave and all that kind of stuff. Like
That's it. But that was only if you didn't have a two-way.
right.
Yeah.
But if you had the two-way, John, you was good.
Yeah, if you had
So,
two, you just send it to each other. That was like the first texting devices.
That was like their first texting device.
Them
right.
bitches was
And
about
then
400 for you to just get one.
It was crazy. And then the thing about it is that you before they even really got like keyboards and stuff, like it's so many things that changed in that. But anyway,
T9,
stick-
yeah.
yeah, just sticking within the concept of what was going on and how the whole text thing started. I think a lot of that stuff, what happened at some point or another, it started making us a little lazy, man.
Right.
Like I was laughing, I was talking, and one of my homies, man, and I had to, the whole autocorrect, man. The
Yeah.
autocorrect is, I know what I be saying when I be texting you. To these phone people who do an editing, I don't need you to fix my stuff, man. Sometimes I be saying and text it the way I'm texting.
The way I said it.
Right, leave it alone, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if my homie got a nickname, and it's spelt the way he want to spell it,
Right.
don't try to fix it. You know what I
Don't
mean?
try to fix it and just
Yeah,
the
like,
summers
leave it
in the
alone.
past. Adjust the
Yeah.
bass and let the alpine blast. See, that's kind of what make it hard for
Yeah.
me to text too. Cause you see how I just bust out in the song? I
Yeah.
didn't want to type all that. 2 miles per hour so everybody sees you. I want to just
it's
say
to
it.
the point, like you text somebody and then say, a song like that, you be like in my Will Smith voice. Like you don't have Will Smith's voice. You talking your voice. That's why I said texting is making people like lazy. It made people
But
crazy
you
stuff. Like
but
it's crazy, bro.
But like the title of this show, this episode, Emoji, Now people have full conversations in emojis.
with pictures.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. We
Like if
just was
somebody,
doing it in the group text, man. DK.
they got all kind of emojis. They got shit emojis. You know what I mean? You be like, you ain't shit. They put on there,
Yeah.
you ain't, and then the shit emoji. Like,
What's
come
what's
on,
the
like,
emoji you send when you trying to reach the powder man?
I don't know. Like,
Oh, now you don't know.
Probably send them a 8 ball or something.
Pull ball.
A pool ball or something.
Or every now and then I send a bitch Ashy Larry or LeBron throwing the baby powder up.
Yeah, a snowflake. All kind of shit. You know, like your way, like right now, and I'm gonna tell you, man, the reason why I thought that emoji was fitting for this conversation is because of the reality. Like, you gotta know how to actually, have the proper etiquette with your emojis, man.
Right.
Like, I didn't realize, what I mean, I text a few brothers text me back, we support each other, one love and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Guys are scared to spell love, LOVE. They got to spell it LUV.
Yeah.
I don't know
Right.
what that is. Another thing, they'll turn around, you know what I mean? If they got love for something like that, they got to send you the blue heart, the black heart, a heart, but the red heart, man.
Yeah.
What are you scared of, man? It's just an emoji. It's not going to determine whether or not
Mm-hmm.
you're just not communicating well or not.
Right.
But all of that stuff ties into the same thing, man. It's because it gets to a point where, like, you have people that'll send you an emoji that they love you but can't tell you they love you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it made not only it helped, but it also, again, it depends on the individual. It helped, but it also made it hard for some people. Like, I'm one of these people, man. When a person tell me they love me, I like to hear it. I like tangible assets. Like, I want to hear it. I want to be able to touch something. I don't want to, go into these different things of that nature. And I say that because, a person might have a serious conversation with you that needs to be said, but only could do it through text. I'm not about to sit here and text you that. I'm gonna call you. Or you ever been in the house? Man, we all done went through this. Whether it's with you, well, you know me. Whether it was with my lady now or somebody else before, they'll text me from the other room talking shit. No, I'm not about to do this. I'm coming upstairs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I send it because that's how I want.
Petty shit like hiding chargers. You're not charging your phone. If you're going to, I'm gonna make you talk to me. Your phone's gonna die. You gonna have to talk.
Hey, yo. I just want to ask you this, and this is not. If you was a single man and you was out here and you got you broke up, right?
Right.
What would be and you leaving the girl house? What would be the pettiest shit you would do to make them remember you?
We broke up. This shit, I ain't going back.
Right. The pettiest shit you'll do to make them remember you.
Probably just like, yeah, I'm not vindictive. I'm but I probably just knock the trash cans and shit over. Push the mailbox down so you can't get a mail.
Yeah, one of my boys told me. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't know if everybody knows his life. He said what he did one time. He glued the bitch door shut. Glued their whole front door shut. So when he walked out, they couldn't nobody else leave. And he said, now if there's some shit like that, whatever, he probably take all the batteries and the backs off the remote controls for the TVs.
Yeah.
I know what I do.
We in the torture.
Yeah, I'm taking all the toilet seats.
Yeah. It's not a bad one.
You bitch, you gonna learn how to squat with me. You gonna learn how to squat with me because you don't get who puts their ass on the regular rim.
Yeah. It all depends on what time of the year it is too.
Especially if it's cold.
Yeah, do some shit like open all the windows, take a nail gun, make sure you nail all the windows wide open.
Yeah.
You know.
Damn.
Hey man, we gonna get back to emoji, man. I'm not gonna be over here talking about torture techniques, man.
No, but what I'm saying is, I was leading me to my next thing.
What's that?
What would you text? What emoji would you text to be petty?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it was leading me to.
I think that I would want to go more meme on that. I
Okay.
want something that's saying something, something that's moving. You know, the emoji ain't, I might put something more in there that's more meme like. But if I had to, yeah, the shit emoji got to be in there some kind of way,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. And I remember, back in the day, like yeah, when I was running, some chick. I never was in a relationship with her, just talking shit one day. Text me all this bullshit. Forget you. It's over. We ain't never mess with each other again like that. And I let mom see the text. Mom like, wow, what you gonna text back? I text back the two fingers like this, just a piece. Hey yo, mom cried laughing for like 3 minutes straight. She said all that, bitch, and you hit it with a strong ass. She said, yo, she was like, that's the most disrespectful peace sign I ever seen in my life. Mom was in tears, bro.
Yo, man, I'm gonna tell you, and it's proof that these memes and that
Right.
these emojis are created for the very purpose of what you're talking about,
Right.
right? They got the magnifying glass, right? Obviously, if you want to search for a specific meme,
Yeah.
you could just type the joint in. Like, it was a time you had to be creative. You had to kind of like roundabout find a meme or something that could kind of say what you wanted to say. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, you know, you want to say something about about powder. You can put Chevy Chase. You know, you know that meme, man.
I, I send it out all the time. He be
You
like
know,
this.
and something funny as hell. You got that one with Mike Tyson be cracking up laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Or
it's
you
so
got
many
the what?
different things.
You got the one with Mike Tyson. He got on the glasses and he go like this.
Right, right.
For the people that's listening, y'all can't see. You know what I mean? But one of my favorite ones though, I used to send out was LeBron when he was at the interview and he just was like and he leave and he like he just walk out and he look like and he walk out with that man bag but look like a purse
Yeah, yeah,
out the
yeah.
interview. I used to send that a lot to people. But yeah, I'm leaving, man. I ain't.
Now that works in a situation where it's more of a matter of the heart thing, right? You upset like that. But like when you arguing with another man, first and foremost, even before you get to that, even before you argue, I'ma say that there is a form of etiquette that needs to come with how you utilize these memes and these emojis and these acronyms.
Right.
The reason why I say that is because it's not about being, insecure about, your manhood and how you speak and all of that. But I
Right.
just do think that certain things do definitely need to be said a certain type of way,
Right.
right? So, like for instance, if I text you and you a man, don't text me back K, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put the
Yeah.
O in front
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Don't be that
Yeah.
damn lazy.
Yeah.
K,
Okay.
shit's a problem, man.
Yeah, I do that
Text me
too.
back okay, man.
I do that. I do that. I used to do that too. When females be going off on me, and I used to just text back K. And
Yeah,
she's like, "You an asshole." Okay.
yeah. See, at that point, I know what you're doing, though.
Yeah.
That's with intent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is a little bit different. I remember that story you told me, brother. You might even said it on the show, but it always blew my mind, like, and it's perfect for this episode.
Right.
That situation that you was explaining to me about that acronym LOL being
Oh yeah.
incorrectly
Yeah.
used.
Yeah. 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 I ain't gonna say the name.
Right,
'Cause
right,
I
right.
love her and my
No doubt, no
yeah
doubt. That's love, mom.
yeah. But it was a funeral and somebody had passed or it was a death. Somebody passed and they sent out the condolences text. And after they said my condolences, they put LOL. Right? So one of the kids was like, "Mom, what you put LOL for?" Yeah, don't LOL stand for lots of love? Like, nah. That shit stand for laugh out loud. Mom said, "Man, I ain't never fucking texted again, man. Get this shit out."
Now it's crazy as
I
this,
ain't
right?
gonna never forget that, man.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, what didn't happen? There was no blueprint. There was no manuscript. There was
Yeah,
no,
nobody ever wrote.
manifest of
Yeah.
what it was.
Like,
Somebody had to tell you that.
let me tell you what used to blow my mind.
Okay.
When I first got somebody first said TTYL to me, right? So when somebody first told me TTYL, you know what I mean? I'm on the phone, man. Shout out to DJ Ronsky. You know what I mean? My brother, I'm good. I said, "Man, what the TTYL?" He said, "It sound like a bitch saying, now that's that bull." I said, "No be in that, man. Ain't no bullshit like that." There you go. Nah, man, ain't no G in it. But TTYL was talk to you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but initially, you know,
Now what it
that's
was
why
is
I said,
McGirt wanted to slap a bitch that day, so he thought the bitch was with somebody's with the shits. So he like, "Oh nah, they talking shit. It's time to fight." That's what he was on, man.
see, but that's what I said, bro. Like, you got to look at how we become conditioned to certain things. We went
Right.
from not being able to text, we start texting. We
Yeah.
stopped, we start texting, stop talking.
Yeah.
Started abbreviating words. Started using
Yeah.
pictures instead of having conversations. Started using memes and pictures in motion like video as opposed to saying what we felt.
Yeah.
Now we using actual acronyms and hope that the person understands what you're talking about.
That's like
You-
at work. Even when I'm texting a note to an account and somebody gets a final reading, when I put final reading or whatever the reading is, I put
Yeah,
FNL RDG. I don't even put FINAL READI. I just put FNL RDG. You know what I'm saying though?
they're gonna know one way or the other.
Nah, but everybody who works there gets it. That's what it is.
Right.
Everybody who has access to that understands exactly what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the way through. It might say final reading such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The property is occupied. It was done by Rainey at this time. Like, but none of that is completely written out.
Yeah.
It's so basically texting became a form of lingo. So when we were young, and we never mastered it, but before we had cell phones, before we was texting, we had walkie talkies. They were toys, right? And they had Morse code on it.
Right.
And we used to do it. Beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep,
But they actually had the
beep, beep, beep.
code thing on the
Right.
walkie-talkie.
But Morse code was a little more difficult because how long was we supposed to hold for that long beep? Is it 3 seconds? Because they have another one that had a long beep. Was that too? You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's all a form of communication. However, like you're saying, the evolution of it,
Yeah.
where you got like when we send a lot of emojis, no man should be sending another man a kiss face, man.
Under no circumstance.
There's no way. There's
I don't care.
nothing that
Let me tell
justifies
you
that.
something. You
Yeah.
could have had a bag with 9,000 Hershey kisses in it. Tell me you got a bag of 9,000 Hershey. Don't send me the kisses. It's not appropriate. And see, my thing is this: like, I know people gonna feel how they feel, but I do think that you like we said, there was no blueprint, there was no list. Like, I know people who thought LOL stood for lots of laughs.
Yeah,
Like,
lots of
and that, to
yeah,
me, that don't sound right. Don't even roll
yeah.
off the tongue right.
It's laugh out
Laugh
loud.
out loud. Like,
Yeah,
that just sounds better. But it all depends on who they heard it from. Because the first person that ever sent you a LOL,
yeah.
you didn't know what it was.
Now,
You're like, damn, low. You trying to really low.
Low. What the fuck is low? I
It's low in
remember.
it.
Shout out to Big Brother Brock.
Yeah.
Got his take. He got it was two-way. He picked it up. Remember he looked. Cause you know, me and Brock, man, we got over 20 plus. You get what I'm saying? So
Way back.
yeah, so he sitting there, he look and he like he get one, and then somebody was doing like the abbreviation of the text. Brock said he flung his whole to it. Get this shit the fuck out of here. Hey man, somebody tell this nigga to call me or send me a text with real words in it, man. That shit had me in tears, man.
Yeah. But I understand it. Because his thing is that this is going to, stretch this conversation out. Because I got to decipher the code. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like that, which leads me to my next question. My next thing is E, how you feel about being left on read, man?
That'll bother me. Yeah, that'll bother me. Nah, that shit don't bother. That shit don't.
For some people, man, some people.
Yeah, and it's called left on red when it's past tense, P, not read like you read it or they read it already. You know what I mean? I just want to tell you.
Not a problem. Not a problem. No, that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. You know what I mean? And you're right.
But when somebody leave me on red, it's not a problem because you leave me on red, I might leave you on ring, bitch. You may not pick it up, ever again. Like I used to be one of them.
Yeah. So my whole thing with that is this, right? I don't have any control on what you do on the other side of the phone.
Yeah, you have been left on powder?
I probably, Johnson & Johnson or something. Probably put it on me. We was both babies at some point, eh?
Yeah.
So, but I was going to say,
real quick. Now, I just want to ask you this. This ain't got to do this quick. I want you to lose that. Mm-hmm. Did mom, how mom used to wake us up in the morning? Like, I was telling Lee the other day. Did mom ever wake you up washing your face?
Yeah.
Yo, that shit, when I told Lee that, she was in tears. She was like, I was like, yeah, you felt like you was drowning and shit because the water was hot as fuck. You wake up, your face like this. She was like, you woke now, ain't you woke?
No,
like
they walk me. Listen, I can vaguely remember being walked to the bathroom to go pee first.
Yeah.
That's
she would come in the room with the rag while you was asleep and just start wiping your face with it.
Yeah.
She used to do me like that.
Yeah, she did that stuff to me too. But I do remember. Just answering your question, I remember that.
That's funny as hell, B.
Now?
I thought it was funny back then. I'm like, come on, man.
Nah, you wasn't laughing, bro.
I wasn't laughing when she did it. But when I would get to school later, I'd be like, Mom, crazy as hell, man.
Right. And at that point, you were just glad the cold was wiped out of your eyes and you was ready to go.
Right.
Now, before we get into that situation, though, with this next...
No, what you were saying. Yeah, I just had thought about that as well.
I want to say this, though. I want to talk about, like I say every day. Every week when we do the show, bruh, I just want to be able to, once again, reiterate about a company that's out there that's doing event planning for all event needs. Let me stop talking about it. Go on and let the people know what's going on. Look, check it out. Let's get that stress off your plate, all right? Got that big event coming up, and you don't want to have to do all the work. I got a company for you, full-service event company that's going to take care of all of your event planning needs. That's www.fncevents.com. A full-service event planning company. Take all the stress off your head, kick back and enjoy the party. Once again, that's www.fncevents.com. Head on over there, get that party booked and get it done. Back to the show.
I hit the wrong emoji.
So good. Oh, snap. So here's my thing real quick. Speaking to the whole being left on red thing. You're right.
Right.
Past tense. I can't control what's going on the other end of the phone. I don't know how you're receiving that. I don't know if maybe you're practicing, let me really think before I answer. So I can't feel away because it may be a thing where you, instead of immediately responding, you might say, "Wow, let me think about this before I say something or commit to it or whatever." So my thing with that is it depends on what I'm actually, what we're talking about or what the message, consisted of. Now, if I'm out and I'm at the grocery store,
Right.
and my thing is do you need anything from the grocery store?
Right.
And you left me on red, and then I get in the car and I'm on my way home, and I'm like a block or two away, and you text me now talking about whatever, a case of water. It's like, yo,
I
I done left
left.
already.
Yeah, I'm not getting back in that
That
line.
that's a little bit different because, like, I'm not saying that whatever you was doing wasn't important, that maybe you didn't see the phone or whatever, but you really can't feel a way about it. Like I can't feel a way about the fact you didn't, that you didn't, read the message when I initially sent it. Now, other situations, like yourself, bruh, you
Right.
got a job, you
Yeah.
working. I might send you something, you not ignoring me.
Oh
I see
yeah.
that it's on, that's different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to accept that. And even in the scope of all of that, I still can't control the dynamics of whatever's going on that side. And maybe you don't have an answer. Maybe
Right.
I ask you a question, you be like, damn, I really don't have no answer for
So,
you right now. So let me just chill. And when I get an answer, I'll be like, yo, this is what's going on with that.
so I've learned that some people, especially with now that people have smartwatches,
Mm-hmm.
the smartwatch situation, people can look at their texts and they will hit their text accidentally and then not realize that they read it, you know what I mean, off their watch and never go back to look at their phone. And then they see, like, I just seen this. And you be like, that shit said read at 2 o'clock. Bro, I sent you this shit, was you finished? I sent it to you at 1:58. You seen it at 2. You calling me at 4. Like, nah, I'm finished, bro. I really looked at it on my watch and didn't notice it. You know what I'm saying? So it's no big deal. That's why even when I'm most of the time when I'm addressing, like at work and I'm addressing my staff, I give them a call. I will call them all one by one, man. You know what I mean? It's just a thing for me. But I'm not saying I don't text. Text messaging was created for you to call the audible. That's the best way I could put it.
Right.
For you to call the audible, and for the people that
Right.
doesn't understand the audible, who not maybe not be big sports fanatic. Tom Brady is a great quarterback, arguably the best quarterback who ever played the game. Um, he would call an audible in a lot of plays when he sees a different coverage from a defense, and he got looks. He got a little tap on his leg. He got something where everybody on the team that's in that offensive scheme understands his lingo. So
Mm-hmm.
the text message was the quick way for me to call the audible. But here's the thing: the defense doesn't know. So if I'm at work or I'm at somewhere else and I need somebody to understand that the move has changed, I might send a text. But other than that, I'm a big talker. But I had became very versed in understanding text messages because I like to know how to communicate. Because that's some people's strong form and strong point of communication. You know. Um, but I think that for entertainment purposes, it has got very, very, very better with memes. Because I look for a good meme on a daily basis to make me laugh on social media. A great one, like something like what was the funny one I seen today? The funniest one I might have seen today. I wasn't really on social media today. I'm trying to think of what's the last funny meme. I said, what's the last funny meme you seen?
I can't call it right now, bruh. It's one of that I'm telling you, it has become so much of a responsive thing that I just got to be in the conversation and just kind of see it or go to. You know what I mean? Like I see so many. I'm like you. I see so many
Yeah. Could you
that
imagine if we was
it's
kids
crazy.
and still sit on the porch? I ain't mean to cut your wisdom, but
No, no, no. Go ahead,
we would still sit on the porch and somebody said a joke and we would just be like laugh face, laugh face, laugh face, laugh face, laugh face, laugh face.
Yeah.
How you think that would have been?
I mean, like I said, like you saying now, like if it was part of the dorm,
Yeah.
we would be like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? It's normal, but
If
even that still makes it awkward when you have to talk.
right, I'm gonna do this. The usual suspects that was on the porch, the original porch, 30 North Dean, growing up. Right. I'm gonna say their name, and if you had to pick a face emoji, not a meme, a face emoji that would be the most common for them, what would it be? All right, I'm gonna start like this. Pilu.
Uh, Dancing emoji or something.
Okay, I'll go with that. All right. Cat Daddy.
Cat Daddy would be, I don't know, maybe the smiling emoji.
Yeah, the smile emoji. Okay, all right. Coleon.
Coleon is the thinking emoji.
Yeah, there you go. Black.
The mad emoji, that one that
Yeah,
got
that's
red
that
shit at the top
bullshit
and all that.
emoji.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Unique.
Unique would be, it's crazy because it would be more with the glasses, like the thinking emoji.
Yeah. You said Cat Daddy. I mean, Coleon was a thinker.
No, Coleon would be, that's what I'm saying, the thinking would like question, like you know how he had the
Yeah.
thing like
All right.
Unique would be the one with the glasses.
Naldo.
Now there would be the serious face jump, the serious face emoji.
Yeah, he would. Still is.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Now see that's funny because I can't even think about what emoji would actually be me. Like I can't think of
I
one.
would give you. I think it's an emoji with the one with the little, like, for some reason, with the little, not the glasses, but the little spectacle, like the one eye glass thing, because I look at him as almost like an artist, and he sees things with a different eye,
My
whether
man.
it's one or not.
What about you?
Yeah, I would have to have the shades emoji.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to, because I'm the cool one that was absorbing all of it in. You see what I'm saying? I was a young guy, zooming out, but you think I'm not paying attention because I'm just sitting there with my shades on. Is he asleep or is he really watching?
Right.
Yeah, cool emoji.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I know we kind of spoke about this earlier, but just from your perspective, is there any particular color of the hearts dealing with emojis that you feel as though is acceptable? Because like I said, I spoke to the whole thing about K, but I feel a little bit different about the hearts. I don't
I
feel the
sent them
same
all.
way.
I sent them all depending on the moment. I sent a black heart a lot of times when somebody might give me a compliment, right? And I'd be like, "That's love, bro." You know what I mean? Because because we're black, right? But when I think about brotherly love, I think about the strong color of black. I think about how strong it is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So the black
Gotcha.
heart, yeah, that's
Yeah.
salute, that's love. When I feel like we was in the trenches together, and soldier, you know what I mean? I think of the
got through
purple.
some stuff.
I think of the purple heart.
No
You know what
doubt.
I mean? And the red heart is, I love a lot of people, but I genuinely love you. Like, I'm gonna send you the red heart all day. You my brother. I love you, man.
That's the same way I be, bro.
Yeah, like I do that even with some of my homies. You know what I mean? Shout out. Of course, we ain't gonna forget to let it blow by like your birthday ain't just passed. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah, like that's
look.
come on, everybody. Happy birthday to P. Happy birthday to P. We gonna give him all the noises. Now I mean, we gonna give him. Listen, look, Merlin came through, say what's up. You know what I mean? Listen. Guess who's even here? Petey's here. Petey's here, And
My man
and
P.
last but not least, Mr. Fuck Up. I don't even know who that is. But listen, what I'm saying to you is that's what I do. But like you and of course brother Chris Terry, you know what I mean? Listen, I don't always put pictures up of people on social media for their birthday. I don't even always, it depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes people want to show love open. Sometimes I think people do it to really get some likes on their page. That's my opinion. But if I know you, I will directly text you because it's more personal and tell you happy birthday. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's what I do.
Absolutely.
That's what I do.
Well, I
It's just
appreciate that, brother. I
yeah.
appreciate that, man.
That's
And
why I
thanks to
think it's.
everybody, man, for all the messages and stuff. My bad, cut you for
Go ahead, man. It's your
all the
time.
messages. Nah, I just want to say thanks for all the messages and the birthday shout outs. You know what I mean? It was appreciated. It was definitely heartfelt.
Yep.
Hey,
And thank
man.
you for all the deliveries of powder. His powder level has risen. Nothing makes P happier on his birthday than powder.
I tell you, you know, I I just want to say thank you.
Shout out to Uncle Patrick, man, for sending you that birthday text and he's singing, "It's the Porch Podcast, so come on."
Hey, yo. Hey, it's the Porch Podcast. So
come on.
That's it. Hey, E, I think I want to get into a little bit of this or that, man.
You ready to get a little bit of this or that? We're going to go to it now. Welcome to another episode of This or That. When we know that P is going to ask some questions, and I'm not going to do just this or that. I'm going to break it down, dissect it, and give you the right answer. We're not going to play with it anymore. Let's get to it. That's right now.
All right, so today's questions and this or that, man, is in alignment with the topic of the show today, emoji.
Okay.
So we're gonna get right into it. So, hey E, when at home, relaxing, are you more likely to text or talk? We kind of touched on it, but I want to hear your response.
Relaxing, text. The one thing about texting is this is what people believe. They believe, especially in relationships, when they're texting that, well, if I'm texting a person, it's okay. If I'm on the phone, I'm not giving them my undivided attention. But you're not giving them listen to the word undivided attention, because you're divided through the text message as well as the conversation you have there. But a lot of times when I'm home and I'm relaxing, I text because I dictate that a little better. See, even when I make the conversation of, it could be a quicker conversation on the phone than it is a text. I really don't feel like talking sometime when I'm home. Just want to put my feet up.
Right.
I work in customer service, man. I talk all day.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Emojis or memes?
Oh, I love memes, man. I love them both, but memes, like, especially the GIFs, like I could pull something out for everything, because I think it's just a little bit more funnier, a little more personal.
Man, I done made my own, man.
Yeah, my Gert got one when he out there hopping. Your bro, he out there jumping. I send his own shit to him sometimes.
I made my own, and it's crazy when you do that.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to make my own before when I was running the street single, and they used to always be some wild porn shit. That's why I had to stop making them. I'm being real.
Oh, well,
I'm honest.
You just being honest.
Yeah.
You just being honest. We was nasty, but being honest. So, you can ringer on or vibrate.
Hold on, the laughs broke up the question. What did you say now again, sir?
I said ringer on or vibrate.
Oh, depends. Majority of the day is on vibrate, because I'm at work and I'm in a lot of settings, whether it's meetings, and it feels like I don't want the phone to ring at the wrong time. I be in classes sometimes, but I do also know that sometimes when I get into doing things, whether I'm home or anything like that, I have to cut the ringer on, so I feel I know when the phone ringing because it's vibrating. So remember vibrate wasn't as strong where it would shake the whole table or you would see it wasn't that strong.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you can hear the vibrate. Sleep now. You know what I mean? So at
Word.
night when I'm in the bed, I had the vibrate. So you can't don't text. If you text me, I'm not gonna hear it. But if you call, I'm gonna hear it. But it's been a lot of times I missed a lot of important text messages during the day. So I would sometimes, depending on the setting, I would turn on the ring so I could hear the bing. You know what I mean?
So okay, I got you. So the setting dictates it basically. Team iPhone or Android?
Team nothing. I have an iPhone though, but team nothing because and everybody, some people say, "Oh, you got the brother man talk." I'm not on anybody's team that ain't paying me. So once you start paying me, I'm gonna pick a team.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Bluetooth
And
or
that's a hint.
speakerphone?
That's a hint. So Android, iPhone, y'all start paying the Porch podcast. I'ma shout you out a episode. Let's go,
I
P.
promise you. I
Promise
promise
you
you that.
yeah, that's easy. And don't act like I'm
Blue.
just money hungry. That's how life works.
Nah, you ain't definitely ain't money
Yeah,
hungry.
you're a product. We the customer, but you need us. Let me
Yeah,
get let me get
nah,
back to it.
nah, you know. I hope they heard you. Bluetooth or speakerphone?
I like your face. I hope they heard you.
Yeah.
Bluetooth. You said Bluetooth for speakerphone.
Yes, sir.
Bluetooth all day. I think phone calls should be private. I don't
Okay.
because when you're on speakerphone and the other person is not aware, you could put them in a bad situation. Not necessarily saying something about the person that you're around, but they could say something about themselves that only they wanted you to hear.
That's true.
Yeah, so
That's true.
Bluetooth over speakerphone any day. I only
Okay.
put speakerphone on when I'm trying to, like today when we was talking before the show, I had to put the speakerphone on because my Bluetooth was confused to which device it wanted to be connected with.
Gotcha.
So I had to put you on speaker. That was it.
Gotcha. All right. I guess it's more pertaining to iPhones. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Android has this concept as well, but I know iPhone definitely does. Light mode or dark mode?
I'm just a fan of dark mode.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a fan of dark mode,
Me
man.
too.
I don't know if
Yeah, me too.
it's my black was always one of my favorite colors. I don't know if it has something to do with that. Um, but I've always liked black. Black is one of my favorite colors, but green is my favorite color, but black is one of my favorite colors. And I was cool with that. So I just like that. And it also I don't know if it's a vintage look for me. You remember, bro? Like when we started messing with computers even when they first because computers became real big in the '80s, you know, and because I was born at the top of the '80s, I was raised in the '80s, definitely in the '90s, but raised in the '80s with certain things. So when you first seen computers, they everything was on dark mode because it was on DOS. So it's just
Yeah.
vintage to me too.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a better look in terms of like, my eyes when I'm looking at it. It's just, I can focus on stuff better.
Right.
Um, Screen protector or no screen protector?
Screen protector. I look at it
Siri or
as
Google?
let me go back to screen protector. Screen protector and OtterBox. Your phone is an
Okay.
investment. These phones cost $1,000.
Right.
Whether we realize we live and die by them all the time, you're not gonna protect your investment. Yeah, you going. I'm gonna spend $1,000 on it, but I ain't gonna put no case on it.
Right.
Makes no sense. Oh, you said
Siri or Google?
uh they both official. They both official. I use Siri because I carry an iPhone.
Okay.
But I use Google. If I had devices in my house, I probably would go Google. Depending on like for house stuff, I would probably go Google. But for all my mobile devices, everything is Apple. Everything's iOS. iPad,
Okay.
MacBooks, cell phone, all of it.
Okay. So you're a wall or surface charger?
I got them both. At night I use the surface charger next to the bed, and wall charger when I'm on the go.
Mm-hmm.
But my main charger for the daily basis, I have a surface charger.
Okay.
Work, you got one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah,
Like
Lee gave me
like
it. It was
everybody
hers.
else.
She didn't like it, and she gave it to me. And then she's like, "Oh, this shit." I'm like, "Man, this shit nice."
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like everybody else in the world now,
But
we got chargers all over the house.
you know what it is too, bro. I think what it was that she didn't like about it is Lee is a person. It's plugged up. I'm still using my phone. I'm not saying I don't have none of that in me, but at night when I put on that surface, it's it. You can't use your phone while it's on the surface charger. I ain't trying
I
to.
listen, even when it comes to a wire,
Yeah,
once I put my shit on the charger, I'm
yeah,
not thinking
but
about that phone.
yeah, that's how I am. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
really need it.
yeah. Because
I
to
don't
me,
really
I
need
look
it.
at that. I consider the charger like from a human perspective. If I get in the bed, I'm tired.
Yeah,
If I put the phone on the charger, it's tired.
but
Let's go ahead and charge up.
because I'm not a texter, it doesn't matter. And after a certain time, I'm not. I just stopped really looking at social media. It's not that I have an issue with it. Is if I put my phone on that charger, now I'm ready to watch YouTube instead of me just coming up on something. I'd rather
Yeah,
dictate what I watch now.
yeah, yeah. I'm just, like I said,
Yeah, once I put
me,
it
man.
down, I'm good.
Yeah, it's yeah. I look at my phone and we use an app. You know what I mean? And it's one of the maps that'll show you the percentage, how much
Yeah,
battery left on your phones.
yeah.
My phone's never in danger of being dead.
Mine is because it's older, and once I get to work, I got so many people calling me.
Right,
It's a different
right,
thing. But at home,
right, right,
because
right,
now as home hours, everybody that I'm looking for is right here.
right, right.
Every
Like,
fucking body, man, they right here.
with my mom. Like, how your phone die and you in the house?
Yeah, yeah,
Charges everywhere.
yeah.
Slow
What's the next
irresponsible.
question? Got one more?
Oh, last one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wired or wireless earbuds?
wireless. Gotta be free. But you know what's crazy? It's funny because everybody probably like everything wireless. For the most part, as a DJ, I like a wired mic. Gives you a better sound.
That's all I have for this or that this week, baby.
We're gonna take it out of here of this or that. But remember, I'm not going to give you that voice tonight now. Just leave the powder alone. P is denying the fact that he. Let me know what. Let's get out of here.
Yo, man. So this been an interesting episode, man. Like I
It
said,
has,
it's
brother.
funny.
It has. It has. They always are. They always are. They always can be. They always nice. But I get what you're saying with the talking, with the emoji. And shout out to everybody, man. We 55 episodes in that stop me when they talk to me and tell me they really enjoy the show. And their favorite thing is the how authentic it is. And it's more so because I feel like sometimes because a lot of the people know us and they know we're not pretending. You know what I mean?
No, no doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
no
know we're
doubt.
not pretending and we're just who we are, who we are. So shout out to
Except
all
for
of
the
y'all.
powder part.
Yeah, we're definitely pretending about the powder part. I've never,
There's
if
no
it's not Johnson and
reality to
Johnson
that.
in the
Right,
summertime to keep me dry,
right,
me, I,
right,
I don't really know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
right,
I only
right,
put baking soda in my refrigerator to keep it right.
right,
And
right,
and flour if we making pizza dough. But other than that, and bread or something. But
right.
I no 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 no. I know nothing about an 8 ball except the one that's on the pool table. That's the only
That's
one I
it.
know about. And
Yeah.
I'm usually meeting the 8 ball because I'm a winner. And as far as anything else about that,
Yes, yeah. No, I
that's
mean,
it.
I think that what most people know about the show, like you said, because they know us for real. Um, yeah, everything is unscripted. Um, when we came up with the concept of making the porch, that's what it was all geared around.
Yeah.
Is being not nothing against no other, shows or anything that anybody else does, but we just wanted to be totally different from. I ain't gonna say I take that back. It's not about being totally different. We just wanted to totally be who we are,
Right.
and we wanted to be in a position where, when we got ready to shoot these episodes and stuff like that, it wasn't that we needed to psych ourselves up or get in a character or try
Nah,
to,
it was ready.
it was none
Just
of
man,
that. It
hit
was
the
just
button.
like, yeah, it really was like that. From the theme song to the this or that's to the, you know what I mean, to, any of the things that you hear discussed. We make jokes and light about certain things, and some people probably feel like it's a sensitive, serious subject. And my thing to that is that in life, you got to be able to be transparent enough to speak about everything. You
Right.
can't live through things unless you talk through things.
I feel like when you shield yourself, and I mean, don't get it wrong. You can talk about stuff and be a little bit more gentle with things and not just be as vulgar. But I think when you hide behind words or you hold back with certain things, I think it's a form of fear because you got to stand by what you speak on. And we're saying all this because you got a lot of people that will text you some bullshit but won't say it to your face. And doesn't mean that it got to be on no fighting and no powerful things. It's just like if you type it and you can, because type it, you typing, I have what as a lot of people say the receipt. But talking it is showing me that you really feel that way because I get to see your emotion of it. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
But that's a whole nother episode, to be honest with you. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole nother episode. But
But ain't nothing wrong with texting. Ain't nothing
no,
wrong
ain't
with the
nothing wrong with
emojis.
texting. Ain't nothing wrong with emoji. We not shooting it
We,
down.
we
We just saying
because we'd be here hypocritical. We
right,
both text. We both use emojis, and we both use memes. You know.
right.
But what
But
we're saying in the situation is that even in the midst of using that as a form of communication, I still stand firm on the reality that you need to differentiate between when you need to respond in text and when you need to respond in word.
right,
And if you can find that balance, it may help you out. Maybe you dodge one misunderstanding.
right,
Maybe you get one response quicker than you would have another way. If for nothing else, you know what I mean. At the very least, you'll know instantaneously versus speculating or trying to decipher a code.
right.
But it is what it is, man.
And what
You
we
know.
always gonna say that ain't in code. This is the Porch Podcast, and you can catch us on all your podcasting sites, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Spotify, Audible, iHeartRadio. I miss anything, P?
No. You right on target.
Yeah, Radio Public. Yeah, Radio Public as
Okay.
well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course, you can see our handsome faces on YouTube. You know what I mean? So do represent us, listen to us, rock with us, listen, go with us hard. This is the Porch Podcast, man, and we love y'all, man. P, you got something to say, Talk?
Like he said, man. Make sure that you tell a friend to tell a friend, man. You know, we appreciate all the comments and the feedback. Um, we appreciate all of those things. Once again, I just wanted to send another acknowledgement out to everybody who took the time to give me a birthday shout out. It was greatly appreciated. Once again, I thank you all very much. And like he said, man, please just keep on hanging in there with us, y'all. It's been the Porch Podcast. It's been a great episode. Talk to y'all next week, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.